Okay guys, we are now going to enter the United States Capitol building. So we're just outside the Capitol building. So we're just walking into the Capitol building. Going to go through security and then we'll be back on in a second. Okay guys, we are now inside the Capitol building in Washington DC. We've just gone through security. So we go through here? We go through here?
Stairs and elevators in both floors.
Thank you so much. Okay, so we're inside the Capitol building. Uh-huh. Joe's not happy. He's just gone through security and they keep taking his belt off him. So he's having to try and put it back on. Oh, it's all security, 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 crazy security. But we are in the Capitol building. It's to be expected. So we're going to check in because we've got tickets for a tour of the United States Capitol. So we'll just have a wander around. And then we'll join the tour. Oh, we need to queue here. Visitors without reservations. We've got reservations. So we've got a reservation, so we're over here. Where do you want to go? I'm just taking it all in. Visitors with reservations. So we'll go and check in, guys. Wow. Hi.
And we're going to be filling in the top rows of seats first. Top rows of seats, this is because you're going to be exiting from the top of the theater. Try to clump together. Welcome friends. You're welcome to use either set of stairs to fill in whatever rows you need to. Welcome, welcome. Welcome in, friends.
Okay, so we're just going up to the first level in the Capitol building. first level in the Capitol building in Washington DC. And we're doing a tour. Unfortunately you can't hear the tour, so I'll have to speak and tell you what's what. We've got headphones on.
They're the oldest columns in the Capitol. They survived War of 1812. Now, when the Capitol opened for Congress in 1800, very small building. It did not look the way you see it today. Everybody's here. The House, Senate, Supreme Court, the Library of Congress was here. All district courts were here. The White House had been built, so the president had his place, but here, everybody was kind of cramped to this little tiny building. And our Supreme Court, as you know, is a seventh branch government. But there's no money for them to have their own building. Congress invited the justices to live there. And they basically told them, you understand, you don't have your own building yet, when you let them borrow space here, it is temporary. And they were here temporarily for 135 years. And then they finally got their own building in 1905. So most of their history is here. They bounced around a bit. Part of their time in the Capitol was in this room, so we go and take a look. 1810, 1860 is the time period. Thomas Jefferson inaugurated this room. First Morse code comes from this room, goes to Baltimore, Maryland. Sandra Day O'Connor had a reception in this room in 1981, first woman to become a justice of the Supreme Court. So just a few things to think about. The first thing you're going to notice, it's a very dark room. And this is done intentionally because there was no electricity when they met here. So we want you to kind of get a feel for what the room would have been like at the time. You're certainly welcome again to take pictures. We're entering here. We are not going to exit here. We're going to be in this little hallway that you can see here left. So just follow the room around. Okay? You guys are using it? Is used on the day of the State of the Union, kind of a holding room until the justices go up to the speech. There are fireplaces, 3 of them in heating. You'll see them all the way as well. They left this room in 1860. They moved up to the 2nd floor, and we are going to see that room as well a little later on. There'll be a beautiful clock on your right as we're heading out. It was purchased in 1837 for $180. Good deal. It keeps perfect time. Curators come in every Monday and wind it up. It lasts for 7 days. We'll be exiting here in front of you. Watch your step and your lines, please. our senators, and they have tunnels underground. So this is how they travel. Those tunnels connect to the Capitol building, not to the Metro or anywhere else, just to their office buildings. And that's where committees take place, and hearings take place, and their offices. Library of Congress. For those of you that are going on to the library, we do have a tunnel downstairs that connects to it. Earlier, opened in 1800. Lincoln Memorial, about 3 miles from where we are right now. It's a very nice walk in favorable weather. Okay, so come up, get a look, and then what we're going to do is kind of inch our way out here. Star here in the center of the floor. This is called the compass stone. And this is where the quadrants of Washington, D.C. connect. Northeast, northwest, southeast, and southwest Washington. We are compass stone. Directly below this compass stone, there is a tomb that was intended to be the burial location for President George Washington. So that's where this room gets its name, the crypt. When President Washington died in 1799, he was buried in Virginia. Congress decided it would be a way to honor him by having him buried in Harvard. They talked to Martha Washington, they gave permission from her to move George, to take him from Mount Vernon and have him buried here, and again she agreed. The tomb wasn't ready, and it wasn't ready for him until 1824. So 25 years had gone by. Martha, of course, has passed away at this point as well. The remaining relatives were not in agreement to have George Washington moved here. He left instructions in his will to be buried in Virginia, and to be buried on the grounds of Mount Vernon. And Congress decided to open the will. So he's buried at Mount Vernon. Martha Washington is there, and we have a tomb in our basement building. That's how it worked out. Upstairs. Is everybody all right? Headsets are good. Okay. We are going to be walking on the floor. Let's talk about the statue so you can see when we get upstairs.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
And then when we walk in, we'll come in on the right. This is where the inaugural stage was if we were watching on Monday. Right here, we're standing.
Right here.
Right here.
Oh.
Come on over.
That was the backdrop.
Yeah, you can see Lincoln and Grant in the background. Come
Wow.
on in, everybody. We're on the right. We'll huddle. And I'll chat a little bit, and of course, answer questions if you have them. Come in close, everybody. Let's huddle in. All right, again, we are in Building 3. I showed you on the map. We're downstairs. So after the fire and the Capitol is rebuilt, we get Building 3. This is the section that kind of links Building 1 and Building 2 together. Ceremonial room. Yeah, it's a lot to take in. This is where we have memorial services lying in state for our members of Congress and presidents, most recently for President Jimmy Carter. This room, every 40 years or so, is used for an inauguration. Of course, most recently for President Trump. So again, it is a ceremonial space. There are no meetings that take place in this part of the building. The dome, as I mentioned, is 9 million pounds. There are 2 domes. So when you're looking up, it's 180 feet from the floor to the ceiling in this room. So it's 18 floors. And then we have another dome. So if you're looking over to your left or right, it's kind of hard to see. The stairs are in the middle there. But to the left and to the right, you see the columns out there, and you can see the edge of the dome. This on the outside. And I mentioned the stairs. If you're looking kind of here in the middle, by the windows, you can see the railing and the lights up here. And that staircase goes up to the balcony up at the top. So that's how you get up there to the painting. We are not going. That's how you do it. It's 365 steps to climb. And then the balcony up there is actually about the size of the floor down here. It doesn't look like it, but if we could bring that painting down here and lay it flat, it's about 5,000 square feet. So
Wow.
it's a huge painting, and it honors George. Isn't it? Amazing. It was completed by Constantino Guidi in 1865, and it was painted in place.
Wow.
Now the other painting that you're seeing that's at the bottom of the dome, it's under the windows, that's 400 years of history, and it looks three-dimensional. It is a painting of a dark background and white figures. It creates a three-dimensional appearance. But again, this is a flat fresco painting, and I'll show you where it starts. And then our larger paintings, Revolutionary War. All 4 paintings on the west wall here. John Trumbull from Connecticut, if anyone's from Connecticut. Paintings date back to the 1820s. All original, they've all been restored. And then on the other side of the room, we have our exploration artwork. In no particular order on that side of the room. Left to right, it's from Anthony Soto. Second painting is just as I mentioned a moment ago. On the right side of the room, the officers standing, these are buildings. Leaving Holland, is getting ready to set sail. Last painting, the pretty lady in white, is Pocahontas. And this is her baptism in Jamestown.
Wow.
John Chapman. Everywhere we go today, we're going to be seeing statues like this. Every state has given 2. They will not be together. So they are located all over the building. They are selected by the state. They are paid for by the state. It's the governor that usually decides who these 2 people are going to be. They have the option, not required, but they have the option of updating which is why Harry Truman is here. So they can take the original statue back to the state, remove and replace. So remove the original statue and kind of give us someone that's a little more recent history is really the objective there. So Harry Truman is one of our newer statues. Ronald Reagan, if anyone's from California, he's one of our newer